G'day, Steeler Nation. How you going? It's Mark here, Mark Davis from Steeler Nation Australia.
What's going on? Let's continue! What's that? Let's go! Baby! Yes! Yes! Let's go!
What's the deal with this schedule?
So I think the stereotypes that we drink Fosters, and the first Foster I saw was in Pittsburgh. It's a true story.
Yeah,
The
I've
first
only
ever
seen-
Foster I saw was in America. I've never
Well, I
seen one
thought that
here.
was like Australia for biz.
For what? You know what I should do? I should just sit here and say nothing. Like nothing. I should just sit here and say nothing. The Ravens, 0-1. Bengals lost to the Patriots, 0-1. Chris Boswell kicked 6 field goals. And can someone please out there? G'day, Wade. Someone please out there. Can you please internet search? Is that the most field goals by one, a kicker in the NFL in a game, and two, the most field goals by a Steelers player? I feel like it is. MVP was Chris Boswell by far. Now, this game, crazy game, right? Refs were involved. There needs to be a lot to be worked out in terms of the offense. The defense played pretty good in certain stages, right? With TJ Watt getting held and that kind of stuff. There's a lot to work on, but at least we got the W. Oh, my bad. Sorry, I should be putting this here. Steelers win 18-10 with six Chris Boswell field goals. I just listened to the Mike Tomlin press conference, and he said it's expected. You know, he knows what Chris Boswell is capable of. Now, there was a few injuries we might go through too. JPJ, he went out. I don't know what he was for. Our punter, Cameron Johnston, he had his leg bent backwards, and I won't swear as much as I was before. I was really fired up in the live. The fact that they threw a holding penalty flag on Killebrew and not roughing the kicker or running into the kicker for Johnson got hurt, and they still didn't throw a flag. So the Steelers, as always, have to verse the refs, and they got to verse the other team too. They went into the no matter what you think in the offseason or all the other NFL teams out there, the analysts thinking we're going to suck this year, we're going to be fourth in the division. The Steelers went into Atlanta and took the W, and they got away with 18-10. They've now beaten the Falcons in Mike Tomlin's career 5-0. 5-0. Mike Tomlin's career is also like, I think, 13 or 12 wins in week one competitions as well. I'm pretty fired up. I'm tired and I'm fired up. Thank you, Sean. $5 things. I believe Chris Bonnell once kicked 7 field goals for the Cowboys. Well, would it be? I think it would be a Steelers record, right? Now I'm seeing the highlights on Steelers Red Zone. Okay. The game, you know what, first of all, too, if I hear anyone say it's only the Falcons, I might lose my fucking mind. Oh, there it is again. I got to come back a bit. I might lose my mind. If I hear anyone say, oh, it's only the Falcons, they're a bad team. That was a very, very tough physical football team today in terms of they were blitzing fields, they were running down there, they were running the ball really well. Kirk Cousins got into a bit of trouble. Shout out to Dante Jackson with the big pick all the way to the end. Leading the way, getting a 60-yard return. The Falcons were a very tough team today. So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear this nonsense of oh, it's only the Falcons, only this. Do you know why? Because you go on the opposite side, and it was only the Bengals. The Bengals couldn't beat only the Patriots. The Super Bowl Bengals could not beat the Patriots. They upset them 16-10. I don't want to hear that. Don't want to hear it. Homer's right. It wasn't pretty, but it's a win is a win. By far, yeah, we're down by 3 or 4 points. I think it was too. So that narrative is going to come up in terms of, it's only the Falcons. They run the ball really well. Bijan Robinson, he's a good running back. They checked the ball down to Robinson. They got him involved. Algier got involved. Kirk Cousins found the middle of the field and he was finding receivers, and they did their job in that part. They got the ball moving. They're moving the sticks, right? Like the podcast. But they were doing their job, and the Steelers played a football game today, and they played good football. They came at adversity. There was 2 times where I think it was holding. There was a holding call or a face call, which I think it was probably fair. TJ Watt got sacked at the quarterback. Didn't happen. TJ Watt then was called for offside, but I'm not too sure if he was offside. And then in the end, TJ Watt got his sack and finished the game. Kirk Cousins starts his $50 million career with the Falcons 0-1, and they're in an easier division than what we have, being our Steelers versus the Ravens, all that kind of stuff. It was a very, very, very good victory in that sense. Now, a lot to improve. There's so much to improve. Who are we doing, man? G'day, Abel. What's going on? Alrighty. Crazy. All right, I'm going to do a few shout-outs, and then I'll get back to the chat. Let's do like 5 shout-outs. So I'm just really pumped up today and fired up. We've got J-Devil. G'day, Wade. G'day, Afton. What's going on? G'day, Toddy. Hayden. Oops, and I'll try and get you guys as I go. And g'day, Abel. G'day, Pepper as well. J-Quest says, Fields did his job today. Didn't win or lose on the game. Exactly right. There could be. I think he hyperextended his leg, so we'll have to find out what the health is. Hopefully it's not season-ending injury or something like that. I really hope not. But yeah, Jay Quest makes a good point. He did his job today. Didn't win or lose the game. No, Chris Boswell won us the game. They got us. This offense is much better than Canada's already. Yeah, there are some things that need to be fixed. Like the jet sweeps didn't really work, or double reverse. But what I did like was Justin Fields was doing some play action pass, and then he had some targets where he could throw it towards the tight ends. And if he didn't see them open, he had a lane to run. We saw a really good pass and play action pass to Frymouth, and another good pass to Pruitt as well. 100%. Homer's right. Yeah, we beat the Falcons and beat the refs. Are they losing already? Because I don't know. I think I've hit a wall. I think I might have to I might just do this live and then call it, because I think I've hit a wall. I think I've been so excited by waking up at 3 a.m. It's now my 6:30 that I'm getting a bit like all over the shop, because I've been on TV for ages. So maybe I won't do that game. I'll just do a quick little half an hour podcast, and we'll see how we go. But we need the Dallas Cowboys to win. I don't know if they started yet. Oh, they're 4th and 11. Anyways, it's all good. It's all good. G'day, Silver. What's going on? G'day, Zoom. What's up? He did. He made some big throws too. There was that one pass to Pickens down the outside where it was pushed off, and I don't think it was a push-off. I think I was fine. G'day, Little Rio. What's going on? There you go. Not a Steelers fan, just a fan of a guy across the pond in England. The great work. Thank you, mate. Yeah, he made some throws. He made some good throws, I think, in this game too. Fields, look, from the very start, it was sketchy. I think the very first snap was a really bad exchange from the center to Fields, and he had to fall forward like 5 yards for a 4-yard carry. You know what I mean? It was in that sense, it wasn't the smoothest operation. The offense in the first quarter was pretty dismal. They couldn't run, they couldn't pass. That punting was doing their job, but we're getting field goals, and we're moving the ball down the field just enough to give Chris Boswell. This might be his MVP game ever. He had what? Hang on, I don't know if anyone had it. He had like 57 or 56. He had a 40 in there. He had 6 field goals overall to win the game. In the very first drive, I think it was, when we got the ball, he had a 57-yard field goal all the way down the field. Yeah, 100%. I think, I think the game that they played versus the Chiefs, I think when they played for the Chiefs, it was 5 field goals. We won, or no, was it 6 again? I can't remember. Maybe he did win 6. Yeah, dead set. Alrighty, let me read through a bit of stats. G'day, Lakers fan. What's going on, mate? I'm going to read some stats. You know what I should do first, though? I'm going to read some stats from the Bengals. Because that is humorous to me that if we were meant to lose, think about the Bengals and how they were meant to lose. And I'm watching the Browns game now. They're already fired up. All right. Did he get a sack? Was a sack to Dak? Ooh, he got nailed, dude. Dak Prescott got nailed. He signed a contract today too. Alrighty. So Joe Burrow was 21 for 29, 164, 0 TDs, 0 interceptions, 3 sacks. Running game, 70 yards. Where are the Bengals? I thought the Bengals were meant to be a Super Bowl team. Apparently not. I think it looked a bit different because at least they were moving, and that's your call. I think that to me, what I saw, and I'm going to watch it again, maybe tonight, your tomorrow morning, is I think it looked a bit different in terms of they were taking shots down the field. They took a shot to Pickens, took a shot to, obviously a running quarterback in Fields helps that he was moving the ball around, but at least they were taking shots down the field. It wasn't so Canada-esque. I think it looked better than it has in the past. You know what I mean? At least giving Boswell a chance to go down the field. G'day, Cody. What's going on? 100%. Boswell's MVP. Yeah, TJ Watt got held too, by far. Well, let's enjoy the win. Okay, so I went through the Bengals stats. They got fumbles. They had Joe Burrow had a pretty dismal day. Brissett beat you. Patriots beat you 16-10. But let's go through the Steelers stats. Now, Justin Fields was 17 for 23, 156, 0 TDs, 0. At least he didn't turn the ball over, and at least the fact that the Steelers didn't turn the ball over. 2 sacks. Now, Najee Harris had a pretty big day. By the way, hopefully they can find a way to sign Najee again next year. Look, I want to try and keep both backs, Najee and Warren. Najee is the number 1 running back, and then Warren's after him. So Najee was fed the ball 20 times, 70 yards. Justin Fields had carried the ball 14 times. If the play break down or was like, it was designed running back play. He had 57, 12 longest. Cordero Patterson got 4 carries, 13 yards. I think he played okay. George Pickens had 1 for -10. That was the reverse. It went backwards. George Pickens, by the way, is an absolute superstar. He had 6 receptions, 85 yards, 40 longest, 7 targets. Patty Frymouth had 4 targets, 4 receptions, 27 yards. Jalen Warren. So there really wasn't there. In this offense, we've been talking about. If you want your answer, there's no receiver 2. Receiver 2 was Pat Frymouth. That's who it is, right? I made a prediction on the AFC North Roundtable. By the way, the AFC North Roundtable, I'm going to absolutely carve it up. We're 1-0. We're winning the division. If the Cowboys win today, we are leading the division 1-0 and everyone loses. It's a high possibility that can happen. So Patty Frymouth, he looks like he's the receiver 2. But this game, it had a lot of jitters. There was offensive line, I think, played okay, certain parts. And, the Bengals, the Falcons defense was on fire. But there were big catches everywhere. So receiver 2, we talk about that. Yeah, it's not there in terms of actual receiver. But the only other receiver caught a pass, I think, was Van Jefferson, Austin, and Pickens. That's it. There was no love for Van Jefferson. The other bloke, Scotty Miller or whoever. So Patty Frymouth got 4 fumbles. We had Justin Fields lost 1. TJ Watt recovered 1. So they're going down the field as well. And then Kirk Cousins saw the guy in motion. They hut the ball, bounced off. TJ Watt jumps on it. TJ Watt could have had 3 sacks today. Minka had 7 tackles, 6 solo. He played pretty good. Highsmith played okay as well. Beanie Bishop, I'll have to keep an eye out for him. To be honest, the game was going that fast. I didn't realize that Beanie Bishop had 4 tackles. So someone in the comments, let me know how he played. Cameron Hayward had 4. TJ Watt had 4. Deshaun Elliott had a really good game too. He was in the backfield. I think he got a pick too. Demonikazi had 3 tackles. So did Wilson. Montravius Adams, he played pretty big too. He had a sack and 3 tackles. Joey Porter Jr., I think, went off with health concerns. Patrick Queen, I got to watch it again for him. Keanu Benton made 1. Dante Jackson had a 49-yard pick. Deshaun Elliott had a pick. And Calvin Austin, great punt return, by the way. Calvin Austin, 4 punt returns, 47-16 longest. And Chris Boswell, MVP of the game, is 6 for 6 and 18 points. That's wild, dude. All right. Hooey dooey. All right, let's gonna get a bit of water, man. I'm just gonna. Oh, I think I've crashed now. I think I'm starting to crash. One sec. So fired up. I was so fired up in the live game. It's not natural for me to wake up at 3 o'clock. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about the refs for a minute, right? The overall the refs was pretty crap today. The pass interference, I don't think it was a pass interference. There was a few holding calls that should have been called on TJ Watt. The fact that it was a 50-50 call on the offside was the refs were trying to give them more chances, but we overcame it too. Oh, yeah, he was fired up twice. That's right, too. Yeah, Washington caught a pass as well. Yeah. I've had 2 coffees today, too. Maybe that's why I'm crashing. Dead set. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, Pickens should have had more yards. But you know what? I think this is something we can improve on. I think now, of course, there's going to be in the national media, there'll be this like quarterback conversation and competition. I still believe that if Russell Wilson is healthy, they'll go back to Wilson. I think that's what Mike Tomlin will do. But could be surprised if Russell Wilson is healthy and they might go with Fields again. I don't know. I'm just happy the Steelers won, and I don't care who plays quarterback. Of course, they've got different skill sets, but at this point, let's enjoy the win as best we can. If they go back to Wilson, we'll see how Wilson plays versus Denver. That's a big game too, as well. Versus Denver. Denver right now is leading 3-0. So the next game is going to be Steelers versus Denver in Mile High. Wilson's, ex team. There could be a point where maybe that Wilson sits again because he's hurt. They play Fields and they talk about this revenge game, right? Oh, by the way, shout out to Arthur Smith who got it one back on them. But they talk about this revenge game with Russell Wilson. What better way to calm it down than not play him? Maybe you don't play Wilson because there's too much emotion attached to it, and the fan base might go absolutely wild and cheer on the defense to go after Wilson. Maybe you take that away. Maybe you just put Fields in there to play the Denver game. Maybe if Russell Wilson still isn't ready to go health-wise, you put him as QB3, Kyle Allen 2, and you make Justin Fields play from QB1. Maybe you take the emotion out of the game and you don't allow the fan base to dictate what they want to do from their defense on our offense. Maybe you do that. Maybe you don't put Russell Wilson in a bad situation. But whatever they do, it's fine. Because all offseason, all I heard from about 25% Steel Nation was, we're not going to do anything. We suck. We're the worst team in the world. All I heard from this national media was, we suck. We're awful team. And I heard it from AFC North teams out there saying, we're the worst team in the division. So let it play out. Enjoy this win. There was a lot of offensive struggles in certain places on O-line and bad snapping. And the routes weren't crisp enough. I think Yuli said in the chat that we were making plays but tripping over our own feet. We were getting in each other's way. You know what I'm saying? So just see what happens. See what happens. 100%. Afton says Najee's helmet getting yanked off, not getting called. Ripping, yeah. Back it up with that one. Yeah, unsportsmanlike conduct. That's right. I agree. He does like the Steelers. I don't mind Cole Brandt. He sometimes sticks up for the Steelers. One of those ones too where the Steelers had, I think, like eight analysts and only 2 people call the Steelers win the game. The Steelers have a good defense, right? They have a really good defense. TJ Watt on the outside is fantastic. Nick Herbie has some plays in there. I think E-Rob came up big. There was a play with Montravius Adams. He came up big. The secondary played fantastic today. You didn't really hear Corey Rice's name. You didn't really hear JPJ's name, but the names you did hear was Dante Jackson making plays, and you also heard the other bloke, Deshaun Elliott. Dante Jackson caught the ball and ran like 50 yards, almost got a touchdown. So our defense is going to keep us in these games. And Chris Boswell, I should when I get time, when I get more energy, I will make a Chris Boswell emoji. That's probably one I need to have the Wizard of Oz somehow. Even if I just write Wizard of Oz or something like that. We need something for him. I need to look into getting a jersey when I go to Christmas to get a Wizard of Oz jersey. something like that. He played fantastic for our team to go and win the game. G'day, DB. What's going on, mate? That's a good call. If Wilson struggles, then what happens? I don't know. I'm just going to play it. Of course, we're going to be overly consumed about the idea of the quarterback competition, who plays when and where, because once we got to know if Russell Wilson's healthy or not. If he's healthy, he probably plays, to be honest. Oh, that was so much fun. Montrevious Adams and Cameron Hayward running down, getting a sack. Gene, you got to let me know what he did today, because I don't remember. Not that I'm saying that he didn't do anything. I just legit don't remember seeing him play. Maybe I wasn't paying too much attention, if that makes any sense. Yeah. It all depends on their health. I don't know. It all depends on their health. They could go to the well again, get what's his name? Brad Wing. I have no idea. It depends on the health of the kicker. I gotta watch it again. Yeah. DB says we could let Russ build back in. Yeah, but I'm overall, I'm pretty pumped up with the win, because at least we can win. Oh, it's a big move by the Cowboys. Yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy. I do want to watch the Cowboys game though too. I'm pretty happy with the win, because you can win and improve. It doesn't need to be superstar mentality, but the throws we saw to Pickens was an absolute gem. The passing we saw to, I think the one good one was, I don't know, twice in a row. I think it was Pruitt got one. Big Darnell got one. And you had Frymouth got a rollout pass, like a play action pass, rollout, and then Fields is too quick, throw on the run, get 10 yards. Those are building drives. Now, the one criticism, I will say, g'day, Matt, what's going on? The one criticism, but this is what comes down to Mike Tomlin, and I'm a huge Mike Tomlin fan. But the one criticism I will say, I thought they should have went for the points. I think they should have went for the points at that time, being 18-10. However, Mike Tomlin proved me wrong, and they backed it up with defense. They went for a 4th down, 4th and 1, quarterback sneak, couldn't get it. And even he said, if you can't get the 4th and 1 spot, then you probably should lose. Dude, he's going off. Is that CeeDee Lamb? CeeDee Lamb's going off. Dude, I hope the Cowboys, man, I hope you win. I'm not crazy cheering for the Cowboys, but if you win this game, we're going to be leading the division. So, Severe, that sucks. Got rolled up into. So, yeah, I thought one of the major criticisms, I thought it was, Mike Tomlin made a mistake in that. But then at the same time, I've got Red Zone on too, so I'm watching both. That the defense saved his bum. Because if Mike Tomlin doesn't go for the 3 points and make it an 8-point game, right, 18-10 with like 5 to go, if the Kirk Cousin-led Falcons run down the field, then they score a TD, then Mike Tomlin looks like an absolute rabbit. It would be a really bad play. But he backed it up. The defense was set. The defense backed up. The defense backed up Tomlin, and they got the ball back. And next minute they run down the field and got a field goal. So it all kind of ended well in that sense. But that's if I'm going to give a criticism, I'd probably say that the criticism would be, rabbit. If the criticism would be Mike Tomlin should go for the field goal, but he even said it in his post. I know. I'm so exhausted. He even said it in his post game. We don't live in our fears. We play to win. You know, my business is winning. And then if you can't get the 4th one, you deserve to lose. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I give all credit to the Falcons, like all the Falcons fans out there. I think they thought they're going to win. They had the star-studded defense with Matthew Judon, the safeties, the new safeties, Simmons and whatnot. They have the skilled players. What did Drake London do today? Does anyone know what Drake London got? What Drake London got? Two catches, 15 yards. So he was shut down the whole day. Mooney, their second receiver, got 15 yards. Ray McLeod is their 3rd down or 4th down depth chart guy, 52 yards. So talk about our secondary coming up big and shutting down the receivers. So Drake London was meant to run us over. BJ Robinson played well, though. He had 18 carries, 68, right? So all this stuff about 100%. Yeah, man cover was great. Played good man cover. I think Kazi got in there too with some things. Of course, when you've got good coverage, then TJ Watt on the outside and these fellas. I thought overall the defense played really well. I thought they played really well in a sense of like backing their team. They're all committing to one another. What do you say? I'll review the film tomorrow and give you all that cute stuff on Tuesday. Yeah, man. It sucks. Bugger. All right, so let's do some things. I'm going to keep it really short. I know I've been rambling, and hopefully my post games get better. I've hit a wall. I've hit a massive wall. I've hit a huge wall. I've hit a sleep deprived wall. Let's do some MVPs, right? In the chat, if you can, please write down your MVP. And then we'll do, I want to kind of do every week if I can as well, like 3 hooly-dooly HDU players of the game or something like that. I want to give out like 3 stars. I want to give out like 3, we'll call it 3 HDU, 3 impact players of the game sponsored by HDU. If you guys want to be a member of HDU, please click that subscribe and member button. We do members podcast. We do fantasy football that's now closed. We do pick'ems, which I can give you guys a link to if you missed out for it. We do, and it's overall as a support too. But I'll do that. So let's do MVP. MVP for me, first of all, it has to be Boswell. It is 1000% Chris Boswell. I do want to find though, how many. Does anyone know what Chris Boswell kicked? AB just tweeted refs players of the game. An update. Cameron Johnson has a significant injury after being run in the 4th quarter. Doesn't sound good. My heart goes out to him. He said, that sucks, man. That's a big blow for our team. Cameron Johnston, the new punter. If he says my heart goes out to him, that could be a season-ending injury. That sucks. Coach Tomlin said to Cam Johnston, appears to have a serious injury. Tomlin added, my heart goes out to him. Alrighty. Chris Boswell was the first kicker in sorry, I have to change. Chris Boswell was the first kicker in Steelers history with 3 or more field goals of 50 yards plus. 57, 51, and 56. And the other ones must have been below 50. Fox Sports wrote, black and yellow. You losers, it's gold. Why do they still do that? Oh my goodness. Holy dooly. I've hit a wall. I've hit a huge wall. Huge wall. Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to go MVP will be Chris Boswell. Unbelievable getting 18 points. I think he's well deserved for week 1 MVP. But also in the chat too, Cowboys got 7-3. In the chat as well, put down your most impactful players of the game. I'll start, and you guys can tell me. Did you guys have Hooly Dearly? Balls, Elliott, Watt? Legend and Watt? And 3+. Wingleberry. I don't know, man. 350, 240, 129. Boz. Excellent. Jeez. Alrighty. I'm going to say if I'm going to have three valuable impact players, I'm going to go Deshaun Elliott. I think making that pick up front was really good at the start. I think he played fantastic in the secondary. I think TJ Watt played unbelievable, but he wasn't able to. The holding calls and the flags worked against him. And you know what, too? I'm going to give credit to Fields. I think Fields played good enough to get the job done. I think Fields played running the football, passing when he for big downs. There were some errors here and there. I think Fields played pretty good football too, as well. That's all right. I live with a Cowboys fan angry. Yeah, 100%. Dead set. Boz, Watt, Kirk Cousins' arm. Yeah, it's true. He gave 2 away. Boswell, Pickens, despite the pass. He played big too, didn't he? Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably go to Sean Elliott, played impactful. I think TJ Watt, and I think Justin Fields. But overall, this is a team win. This is why we love our Steelers, man. This is why we should never give up. Is we love our team because they have a chance and things can get better. Like they can improve the O-line. We didn't even see Troy Falatoni play. He had Broderick Jones playing right tackle. He looked fine to me. There was probably some things that I missed. Spencer Anderson I thought played well. Zach Frazier, I called it. There was a design run where it was 5 wide. It was like 3rd and 3. Design QB run for Fields. Now, can Russell Wilson do that? Maybe not. So there's different skill sets for different people. I'm happy to see how it pans out for us all. 5 wide. Zach Frazier turned the defensive tackle, and then boom, Fields got a first down. Yeah, TJ and DJ dead set. Zach Ramos is Boz and Boz alone. Only Boz. He played awesome. Yeah, I agree. I think overall the offense calmed down too. I think the offense calmed down a lot. Calmed down a shit ton, to be honest. Hooly dooly. Guys, I gotta call it short. I've hit a wall. I really have. I don't know if you can tell. I'm so tired. I need to eat something. I've hit a wall. I think if any more questions in the chat, I've just hit a wall. I do apologize, and I might be back later. Maybe not, but I don't know. I got to go eat something. Because I got up at 2:30, and now it's like 7. I've hit that draft wall. Any more questions in the chat? I'm really happy with the overall win. I'm thankful that the Bengals suck. I'm thankful that the Ravens suck. I want to see, yeah. And these get better because the 3 a.m.s turn to 4, they turn to 5. They get better. No, it's not even that. I can't entertain. You want me to sit here like this? I can't entertain. So yeah, put in more questions in the chat. And I think overall it's a good job today. I think Fields did well enough. I still think it's Russell Wilson's team because I think Coach Tomlin will go that direction. I think Najee played pretty good football as well. Played physical. I think they should have given maybe more reps to the running game, but the Falcons defense was on fire too. Give credit to them where the credit is due. They played pretty physical from the start. We went in their house. There was Steeler fans everywhere. There was I like that. No, I know you are. I know you are. The black and gold, yellow, second favorite team. All right. I'm done. I'm just like done. We'll talk about tomorrow. When I have more energy. But I'm gonna probably watch the Browns game. I'm gonna have some breakfast. Probably go to the Winners Pub today, have a beer and celebrate. But the Steelers did what they're coached to do. The standard is standard. They went into the Atlanta Falcons. Mike Tomlin's got a really good record of 5-0 now versus the Falcons. They did what they needed to do. They played good defense. TJ Watt is a machine. He should be in the running for. He should be in the running for Defensive Player of the Year already. He finished the game with a sack. Like, there's so many moments in this. I even thought the blocking was pretty good on our run blocking. I thought the secondary played really well in terms of going man to man and taking away Drake London. I think Kirk Cousins is a $50 million man. Where's his? Come on, like the Steelers need more credit. Mike Tomlin loses this game, and Mike Tomlin's getting fired. But there's no credit going that way. Yeah, 100%. How about the Bengals 0-1? Hey, that's right. The Bengals, they lost. The Bengals lost today. They lost to the Patriots 0-1. Hooey dooey. All right. I won't do a recap, but I just want to look at them one more time. These guys here, they lost to the Chiefs. 1 foot out of bounds. There was one big play too, Pickens made, where he ran out of bounds, and I was like, well, maybe you should just go out of bounds straight away. But all right, guys. Sorry for the lackluster performance. I'm just fading away. Thank you, Pepper. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Angry. I think when I was that pumped up, the minute we won, my body just went, oh, go to bed. Go to bed. Go to the pub. Thank you, J Devil. Thank you, Gene. Thank you, everyone, as well, for the super chats and all the good vibes too. It was a really fun stream today. Over 53 people in the stream. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, DB. Maybe we can link up this week, mate. We can talk some Steelers. Thank you, Afton. Thank you, Media. Angry Media. Thank you, Chloe. Thank you, Jay Quest. Thank you, Kath. We'll do 2 more. Thank you, Alex. And thank you, Zood. Very true. Good point to end it. Zood says the fact that teams have to prepare for both quarterbacks is to our benefit. And maybe too as well. They play Wilson and Fields still plays some reps as well. So it's a good thing. Yeah, it's a good thing. Alrighty. Hooly dooly. All right, let's play some music, guys. Get out of here. You guys are awesome. And we're going to watch the Browns lose today. G'day, Bubba. What's going on, mate? He says, I'm so full of nachos. I don't know if you're going live. If you're going live, everyone go check out Steelers Dynasty podcast. If you go live today. I don't know if you're doing a post game or whatnot. I think everyone's doing a post game. I've been doing a lot of tweets. I wrote Steelers 1-0, Ravens 0-1, Bengals 0-1. Well, AFC North fans, where you at? Quiet. Bengals Nation, you losers. Rightio. Hurly durly. All right, let's get out of here, man. Is this a possibility? 17-0 possibility? Could be. Oh, one last thing. Never fucking disrespect the terrible towel. Ever. They did that, and that happened. That's this one. Never. Where is it? Never. See that? Never, ever disrespect the terrible towel. Add them to the list. Never do it. You put that out there with the Falcon grabbing the towel and flying away, and the Falcons got beat in their own home, 18-10. Steelers sneak away with a Boswell victory and a defense with TJ Watt right near the end. Never do it. All right. Thank you, everyone. I might take the rest of the day off because I'm a bit tired and hungry. But thank you to everyone on the chat. And man, the Steelers, the Pittsburgh Steelers, our black and gold Pittsburgh Steelers have won the game 18-10. Make sure you go around all the podcasts, check in, comment, and give it to everyone, man. Just go and give it to everyone. Everybody who said the Steelers are out, yeah, it's 1 week. It's only 1 week, but it's a good start. At least we can start 1-0 and just keep building blocks as we go. All righty. I'll see you guys later on. I'll see you guys later. Hey, Rod. Got the light. Left the light on. See you later. Bye. Just quickly. Yep, just quickly. Sorry. Go and check out Steelers Dynasty podcast. They will be doing a post game in 10 minutes. 10 minutes time. Steelers Dynasty podcast. I'll be in the chat to say hello. I'll be listening as I'm like having some dinner, having some breakfast. So you guys are awesome. The Pittsburgh Steelers are 1-0. They hopefully, if the Cowboys win, the Steelers will be 1-0 in the division, and all the other teams will lose. So we out of here. Let's go.